You see a photo of a man looking to beat a woman. This is an article in the Washington Post. The caption reads, "I would never beat a woman unless I had a good reason." Sargon of Akkad, remarking on this article, tweets, "Love the caption. Totally agree. If you're going to beat a woman, make sure you have a good reason." What does that sound like? There's a word for that. Isn't that funny? Because, society at large doesn't think it's okay to beat women. I don't think it's okay to beat women. I don't think Sargon of Akkad thinks it's okay to beat women. So why would he say something like that? Could it be that he's being sarfucking-castic, maybe? Dr. Kristi Winters, feminist academic, does not think so. What is your reasoning, Miss Winters?
Discussed a tweet I had received from Carl Benjamin, also known as Sargon of Akkad, in response to an article I had shared from the Washington Post website. In response, a lot of people have claimed that Sargon was using sarcasm in the tweet.
You don't fucking say.
I'm going to demonstrate here that Sargon, based on the words in his tweet, does not communicate sarcasm at all. Given that he made no effort to indicate his comments were sarcasm, a plain reading of the text is completely valid. I am interpreting his words at face value because nothing in them indicates otherwise.
Do you not know what sarcasm is, bitch? Sarcasm is when you say something you obviously don't mean because the context of what you're referencing would make your statement absurd. That's what sarcasm is. Love the caption. Totally agree. If you're going to beat a woman, make sure you have a good reason. Who here thinks there's a good reason to beat a woman? Come on, all you anti-SJWs out there. You hate women so much, you're just misogynists. Tell me that there's totally a good reason to beat a woman. Not a self-defense fight against a woman who's attacking you, but just to beat a woman who didn't provoke you. Not with violence, anyway. Is that okay? Do we think that's okay? Does society think that's okay? Does Sargon of Akkad think it's okay? Anybody? It's almost like the statement he made is absurd given the context. That's kind of funny. Could it be that he's using sarcasm? Do continue. Surely I'm wrong because I'm not Dr. Darren. So, Dr. Kristi, do continue.
I contend that those of you who are defending the tweet as being written as sarcasm are imputing your own views on the text without any supporting evidence. You are adding sarcasm to the tweet. You are not inferring sarcasm from it.
I am adding, or to use a fancy word, imputing. I didn't even know that was a word. Did she really say imputing? Let's go back a sentence. Come on. Is that a word? Okay, you can call me stupid if that's a word. Go on.
You are adding sarcasm to the tweet. You are not inferring sarcasm from it.
Okay, so she said adding. I am adding sarcasm to this tweet. I'm not inferring sarcasm from it. I am not inferring sarcasm from this tweet. Wrong! I'm inferring sarcasm from the tweet, you daft cunt. Do continue.
If Carl intended the tweet to be taken as sarcasm, then he failed as a writer in that regard. Any misinterpretation of his words, if they were intended to convey sarcasm, is his fault, not mine.
It's his fault, not yours, that you don't understand sarcasm. This is her covering her ass, okay? This is an unwinnable situation. This is a lose-lose. Either Sargon of Akkad thinks it's okay to beat women, or he's a failed writer who can't convey what he's trying to say because he's so stupid. You think I don't see right the fuck through you, Fisty Splinters? Yeah, we see right the fuck through you. Do continue.
It is completely unreasonable to write a tweet without any clear indication of sarcasm and then blame a reader for not being able to read his mind and know.
It's irresponsible of him to try to convey sarcasm with no clear indicators of sarcasm because deadpan isn't a thing. It's not a comedic style at all. Somebody dig up Leslie Nielsen and tell him that he was never a great and respected comedic actor and that The Naked Gun and fucking Airplane was all completely serious dramas, everybody. Deadpan is not a fucking thing. So it's totally okay to think that he was serious. Kristi Winters is trying to persuade us that Sargon of Akkad was serious. That he totally agrees that if you're going to beat a woman, you should have a good reason. Sargon of Akkad totally thinks it's cool to beat women because Kristi Winters says so. And here's gonna be her fucking reasoning. This is gonna be rich.
Know what tone was in his head when he composed the tweet. Tone must be conveyed in the text itself, not claimed afterwards, in order to be clearly communicated.
Perhaps tone is not necessary to communicate an absurdist, sarcastic observation. They keep telling us women are funny. A lot of people think this is funny. I haven't laughed yet. This isn't funny. This is slander. But do continue.
I'm presenting some information from 2 websites. This is from How to Detect Sarcasm in Writing. Sarcasm in Writing.
For the interest of time constraints, we're going to skip this shit. Let me summarize it for you. She's about to cite a few wikis and blog posts where people explain what sarcasm is. Sarcasm, of course, verbally is often communicated in a tone much like this, with false boisterousness or joyousness to express faux excitement at something or interest. Or that somebody may use some sort of low-tier childish thing like using hashtag sarcasm. Love the caption. Totally agree. If you're going to beat a woman, make sure you have a good reason. Hashtag sarcasm. Or that he should have used some extra letters, like instead, love the caption. Totally agree. If you're going to beat a woman, make sure you have a good reason going. Sure. Or that he maybe should have italicized parts of it. Love the caption. Totally agree. If you're going to beat a woman, make sure you have a good reason. Pro tip, if you want to troll or yell at somebody on YouTube, you can use underscore to make love in italics. Totally, asterisk, around totally can make it bold. Totally agree. Or, like Kristi Winters mentions, you can capitalize love the caption. Totally agree. If you're going to beat a woman, make sure you have a good reason. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. Instead, we got a totally serious remark. Totally serious remark. Oh, excuse me. I can perform this properly. Let me get in character. Yes, Kristi Winters, you are correct. Sargon used no actual sarcastic indicators. So, in fact, since he didn't use any sarcastic indicators in this comment that is absurdist to the point where one may possibly impute or add onto the comment that he was being sarcastic, but since there were no capitalizations or tilde marks or stars or emojis or emoticons or extra letters or capitalized letters or bold or italics, that we should in fact infer that Sargon of Akkad was being completely and totally serious. I love your analysis. Let's skip ahead and try to wrap this up, shall we?
Way in every single tweet. The implication being that women who are anti-feminist...
Misspelling words, I forgot that's what she's talking about. Skip ahead.
Make sure a reader picks up on our intended mismatch. Sometimes it's quite obvious, like #sarcasm. Sometimes it's slightly more subtle. Quotation marks could be sarcasm or an
I love your analysis. You are totally correct. You have absolutely exposed Sargon of Akkad as a misogynist who supports women beating. What's her in conclusion?
Together isn't necessarily sarcastic. As you can see, Carl did none of these things in the tweet, leading a face value reading of his words completely valid. And if you think that you can see sarcasm in the tweet, I have asked this in the comment section of the video that I posted, please go ahead and show me a source and the demonstrable evidence that he is using sarcasm.
I have some demonstrable evidence, Dr. Winters. I totally take your doctorate seriously and think of you as an expert authority on feminist whatever the fuck. I'll tell you what my source is. Common fucking sense, bitch! Just gonna wait for this video to get flagged for bullying and harassment. I haven't addressed a feminist directly in a long time, unless you count Annalise fucking Nielsen. Or I think I may have mentioned in passing the Zarna Joshi bullshit. But this isn't funny. This is a deliberate attempt at propaganda. Ham-fisted, poorly made, and with the most spiteful and invidious and insidious little, like, look at me, I'm fucking sourcing articles and studies made by renowned sociologists on what sarcasm is. I'm purposefully leaving out the fact that deadpan is completely common and well understood, and in fact one of the most basic forms of fucking sarcasm, so that I can infer to you what? What is she trying to say? She wasn't trying to say Sargon has failed at sarcasm. She's trying to make you think that Sargon actually thinks it's okay to beat women. From this one tweet that was obviously fucking sarcasm, you fucking vicious cunt. See, bullying and harassment and slander doesn't always have to come with shouting voices and cuss words and trolls and sexual implications or any of that shit. Sometimes it could be made in this calm, unassuming, very clinical and academic tone where we're going to break down why Sargon of Akkad totally thinks it's okay to beat women, and it's totally not because he often messages me on Twitter and comments about me because I'm a stupid, vicious, conniving, sadistic little cunt. It's totally not because of that. I am, in fact, an impartial and very objective observer commenting on this social phenomenon known as failing at sarcasm. But perhaps he wasn't failing at sarcasm. Perhaps he meant it was totally okay to beat women. Wrong, you fucking bitch! This isn't funny. This is sick and twisted shit. It takes a real sociopath to think that not only is this kind of shit, this kind of dishonest and deliberate lying is okay, but that anybody else would fucking buy it. Maybe you are stupid and insidious. Why not both? Dr. Kristi Winters. People try to get us down, talking about my sarcasm, just because we deadpan around, talking about my Fuck you, bitch. Thanks for watching.